Okay guys, beautiful morning here at the Asprey, and today we're talking all about transition and timing.
You're watching MeandMyGolf.com.
Okay guys, so I've had a question through Facebook from Gabriel Guevara, and he's asking us to talk about the difference in timing between backswing and downswing, saying that he's seen a lot of international golfers have a little bit of a mini break at the top of the backswing, or it seems that way.
Yeah.
So we're going to explain that and sort of talk about the transition, because it's a very important part of the golf swing. But before we get into it, let's just explain what Gabriel thinks happening, Pierce, or what he sees in the golf swing.
And it makes sense what you're saying, that when he sees the top player hit a golf ball, at the top of the backswing there's almost a delay before they then start the downswing. So you can see what he's
So he's almost sort of saying, well, a lot of the golfers sort of swing back, almost have a little bit of a pause or a break, and then go again. Now, that would imply that there is two motions, a backswing and a downswing. And although we often refer to it as two separate things, we want you to think about the golf swing as one motion. And when we talk about why this looks like a bit of a mini break at the top, you'll sort of get an understanding why. So Pierce, bearing that in mind, as we mentioned, that we want to sort of think the golf swing as one motion, what actually happens and why does it look like there's a mini break at the top of the backswing?
Okay, right, so as we swing back, when we get to the top, there is this transition when obviously the change of direction. So I'm obviously going into backswing and into downswing, we call it the transition, or that's what we tend to call it. But as you get into this transition part, you'll find that the lower body, we always talk about with the best players, that goes first, then the torso follows, then the arms, then the club. So from this, as the lower body goes first and then the torso goes, then the arms go, the club will appear to be delayed at the top.
Yeah, almost look like it stops.
Yeah, for sure. But
definitely,
obviously, this is all about timing, isn't it? It's all this sequence that we talk about a lot.
Yeah, so rather than thinking about, Gabriel, that we sort of swing back, stop, and then go again, the best players in the world, as we know, Pierce, they swing back, and as they're turning the torso, their lower body fires and then goes, as the torso still sometimes moving the other way.
We've got some footage on our analysis software that we use at the academy, and you can see some of the best players, actually their club is still going up and their low body is already going towards the target. So they'll actually the club will still be travelling up here, and then the lower body will move towards the target.
Yeah, and the club's still going back.
So
Ben Hogan was a big one of that as well, wasn't it?
Sure.
So I think the important thing is to take from this, Gabriel, is that, you know, think of the golf swing as one motion, not a backswing and downswing. Yeah, it's important to create this good coil, but as we swing the club back, it's very important that the lower body does start first, and the reason it looks like the club almost stops is it's the transition between the change of direction of the golf club, but there's no sort of stop with the body. Remember, one motion, that stretch of the lower body, and that's really going to help that timing. As
we do get people sometimes to stop at the top if we're talking about backswing lengths and we want to get them to actually feel as though they go with the lower body a little bit more. But you know, when you're playing on the golf course, no, we don't want that. We don't really want that to happen.
Definitely. So a bit of a different video, more of a sort of an understanding there of what happens and why that looks like the club stops. But hopefully it's going to help you understand what we're looking to achieve with the golf swing. So think it as one motion. I hope that helps, guys. Post your comments underneath. Any questions like that, we'll be happy to answer. We'll see you next time on Me and My Golf TV.
And I, for a fact, that when I speak to my clients about this swing, when they do a short, fast swing, they're very tense. So they have to grip hold of the golf club to control it. Now, as soon as you're gripping hold of the golf club, you canp feel the club head. So you feel.